I was worried that it was really gonna tear our family apart. Because we didn't know how to deal with it. We didn't know what to do. I mean, you don't ever think that something like this is going to happen to your family. So when it does, you're completely unprepared.
It was definitely not my fault. He should have not crossed the line with his stepdaughter, and he should have never done anything to make me feel like it was my fault. I was not to blame here. I was the victim.
The hardest part about going to Kid Center was knowing that we had to. You go there because bad things happen. And you need help as a family, as an individual. You need help, and they're the people that can help you.
When I arrived at Kid Center, I felt really awkward at first because I thought it was going to be like my old therapy office where it was just going to be plain and bland and it wasn't actually meant for kids. I thought it was just going to be some scary doctor's place type thing. But when I got here, it was full of stuffed animals and colors, and it was different than what I thought in my head. My grandma, after I left Kid Center, I think it was a couple weeks later, I went to my mom's house, and it was after Jeremy was taken into custody. I was in the kitchen just working, and I think I was cleaning dishes, and she came in and she just randomly out of nowhere told me that I shouldn't have said anything because I ruined their lives, and it was no fair of me to ruin my brother and sister's family like that, and now they're not ever going to be able to see their dad again. And I was already feeling like I shouldn't have said anything, so that Sunday when I went back to my dad's, I kind of brought it up to him and told him what happened, and I wasn't able to go see my mom when my grandma was there, and that was at the time when my mom was living with my grandma, so I wasn't able to see my mom or my brother and sister unless we went somewhere else, and it was just a really stressful time. I felt like I was just there, like I shouldn't even be there, I shouldn't even be alive type thing. I overdosed on random pills that I had in my room, and I freaked out and I told my dad, and we went to the hospital, and I stayed there. I stayed in the emergency room for 2 days, and they just kind of took care of me like I was fragile.
After going to therapy and learning more about how to parent a child who's been abused, it taught me a lot about myself. And I thought, she has to go through this. If she can be strong enough and go through this, there's no reason that I can't. There's no reason that we can't do this together. Her dad and I and her mom, we have to all just be willing to be there, be present, and be there for her. And if we can do it together, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
When I met Heather, I was really scared that she was going to be like my other therapist I had. Heather helped me with kind of fixing how I felt about things and trying to figure out my emotions, because for a while I had a hard time figuring out how I felt towards things, and I didn't exactly know what type of emotion I was feeling. So she would help me learn, like, if I was feeling angry or sad, and she helped me figure out coping skills.
After going through a year's worth of therapy at Kid Center, family therapy, individual therapy, her individual therapy, my individual therapy, I am a firm believer in therapy now. After going through the whole process, I feel like we have a relationship where she could come to me no matter what and know that there is just unconditional love. And I feel the same about her. I heard this song that made me think of her and our relationship. Some of the lyrics were, "It's not where you come from, it's where you belong."
If you're feeling down or weak, you can always count on me. I will always hold you up.
I know, like, myself, I am a lot more confident with everything I do, and like before I could never sing in front of my parents, or I couldn't sing unless I was in the choir room or in the shower, but now I sing everywhere, and I'm able to do things that I thought were uncomfortable before, like I thought I was stupid and dumb for doing, or I felt I wasn't good at. And like now I'm able to do things that I love without feeling like I'm dumb for doing it. And I'm just able to do the things that I love without feeling uncomfortable.
It's not where you come from, it's where you belong. Nothing I would trade, I wouldn't have it any other way. You're surrounded.
She has come out stronger than ever. She's worked so hard, and I am so proud of her for that. And I love that she never gave up. I love that she hasn't let this terrible thing define her. She's Kiara.
It's not where